Hello Virgos, and thank you so much for tuning in for the May of 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. This is for Virgo Sun sign, Virgo Rising sign, and Virgo Moon sign. This is Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess, and also the original YouTube tarot reader. We're going to be using my own decks, which is the rock and roll tarot deck of my own creation, and then we'll follow up with an animal totem card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, my own creation. If you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be 3 additional cards pulled from the Songs for the Journey Home, a really cool deck that I absolutely love. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. What I've done is shuffled in between thoroughly to save time on the reading. Another thing about me, I've been in the field for over 30 years, and I worked on many psychic lines. And on the psychic lines, when people are paying by the minute, I was very conscientious to get to the point with the reading. I'm not talking around in circles and saying nothing. I do a concise reading, and not to waste your time or my time. So I have already thoroughly shuffled, and I'm going to go ahead and do a very loose shuffle and allow spirit guides and angels to pull out the cards for our Virgo friends for the month of May of 2021. If you'll note, there's words on the cards. This is intentional. Allow those words to pop out and move. If you see things in these cards, this is Spirit's way of really showing you the message that could be just for you and not part of the general reading. So if you see words, that could be something important. All the court cards also are not gender specific because of the general reading nature of the spreads, so they could be male or female or any gender. Okay, so the very first card out you have is the Eight of Rods. And this is a card of things start moving. It could be, for some of you, it might be a call to action, like time to take action, time to get going. But I really feel it more as a receptive thing. I feel like it's more like all of a sudden things are moving. Well, in the Northern Hemisphere, the sun is out, summer's out, people are vaccinated in the U.S., and things, we're getting out and we're getting back to normal. This is bigger than just that, though. With the Seven of Cups here, this is like you have a dream. Your dreams, you've got these dreams, you've got these ideas. This is making your dreams and visions come true. And the Eight of Rods is like, let's get busy, let's go forward. Let's start making these dreams and visions come forward and come true. Page of Cups is here. This can be when you have the Sun card, which has a baby on it, and this card often to me represents a child still in spirit here. This can talk about maybe somebody's finding out they're pregnant, or there's a baby kind of, flying around looking for a body for some people out there. And if this is your dream, then that would absolutely be the case. Or it could be, if not you, maybe it's your grandchild or somebody. So the Seven of Cups is these dreams are coming true. And this is also, though, because you have the Moon card, and then you have this. This can be like there can be some very much spirit communication going on, and definitely like pay attention to your dreams. Whenever the Moon card comes up, I want to mention the new and full moons, even though they're not in your sign. We are going to have, a new moon in Taurus on the 11th. Sorry, I just need a little drink of water. And that is the fellow earth sign like yourself. That's a great time to start manifesting new things in your life. And then we will have a full moon on the 26th in the sign of Sagittarius. So I'm thinking we're talking more about the new moon in Taurus because the sun and the moon will be joined together at the new moon, and it's in the earth sign of Taurus, and we have earth representing here. But let's continue on. Now, news is coming about money in the time of Earth, in the time of Taurus. So we're going to be in the time of Taurus for the first few weeks of the month, from like maybe the 20th to around the 20th it'll change for most people into Gemini. So during this let's get busy in these first few weeks, and let's get this thing rolling, this money thing rolling. You've got the Sun card there, so you're really shining, you're really glowing. When it combined with the Eight of Rods, I often feel like this is idea, brilliance. Like these ideas are just flowing to you. You're just getting one idea after another, after another, after another. And it's just like, start implementing them. I feel like for many of you, more than one thing could be popping for you. Because you've got 2 pages, you've got the Seven of Cups, you've got a lot of ideas rolling around. I feel like it's not just one thing that you're going to land on. I feel like you're going to be planting a bunch of different seeds. And I feel like at least 2, if not more, could be 7 or 8, things could be really popping and flourishing. Since you're shining and glowing so much, it looks like there's definitely a soulmate that is very attractive to you at this time. This is the Two of Cups, the soulmate card. The soulmate can be an existing relationship, because you know when you're in long-term relationships, they go up and down. You know, you're not always madly in love with each other. So since you're giving off this glow, it could be your long-term partner, but if you're looking, it could absolutely be somebody new. Now, in this case, you would be the earth sign, so it might even be like an air sign. Or when we move into air, we are moving from earth to air during the month of May. The guides are coming through with that song. In the merry, merry month of May, I was taken by surprise by a pair of roguish eyes. In a moment my poor heart was stowed away. Something like that. That's really rockin'. That's a rockin' tune, isn't it, dude? Well, but there's a lot of information in there. By a pair of roguish eyes. So maybe somebody's, maybe it's the eyes, the eyes have it. Maybe it's going to be, oh, I just love their eyes. Or maybe you're catching somebody's eyes or something like that. But in a moment, my poor heart was stolen away. I think that's the correct lyrics. I'm not sure. But you might want to even look up that whole song, because that came through like, wow, loud and clear. And the other thing is, this King of Swords is right next to the soulmate card. So this person's a soulmate on whatever level it is. It may be romantic. I think for a lot of you it's going to be romantic. But, maybe you're going to be doing some business. I mean, soulmates come in all shapes and sizes. They could help you out financially, career, business. There's a lot of different ways that soulmates show up in our lives. But air sign possibly, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, coming in the time of Gemini after the 20th. Sometimes the King of Swords has to do with some sort of like a lawyer or somebody involved in legalese, and so they may be even like doing some negotiating for you in some financial way or something like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get our animal totem. I do want to mention real quickly that I am opening for the solstice reading. It's available for a limited time, so if you want to get in on that, it's a personal look at the seasonal head. It's my most popular. These seasonal readings are my most popular readings always. That will be opening up. You can find the information below if you want to get in on that. So let's go ahead and shuffle up for our Virgo friends for the month of May, and their animal totem is the turtle. Well, turtle is the earth. It's the earth signs. It's earth. It's Turtle Island. North America, United States is Turtle Island. And you're an earth sign. Turtle is slow and steady, wins the race. And that's okay with Virgo. That's more of a Taurus thing, like slow and steady wins the race. But that's a Virgo thing too. You don't mind working hard and building for something long. Virgos aren't like, I need immediate gratification. You're willing to put in the work and build something towards the future, whether it is, with money or if it's with relationships. Because what I wrote originally was Gaia, Pachamama, Earth Mother, ancient remnant of a bygone era, knowledge of the ancestors, deliberate and steady movement. Yeah, deliberate and steady movement, that's what I was talking about. But when I was reading that just now, the knowledge of the ancestors, that really resonated really strongly with me. And this is way out there, but I feel like some of you, if there's a baby coming in the family, I feel like that's going to be an ancestor who passed on, who's going to be reincarnating into the same family again. Or maybe not in the same family, maybe it's, your best friend's granddaughter or child or whoever, You're going to have them in your life again, but they're coming through in another body. That came through, of course, that's only going to apply to few people out there maybe. But that came through really strong, and it feels like it's I was going to say it feels like it's the grandfather, but then it was definitely, they put the kibosh on that. It'll be grandmother for some people as well. Maybe that's the soulmate in some cases. If you're dreaming about somebody, are you dreaming about your grandfather who passed away or somebody? They may be reincarnating again. I mean, that's a little out there for some people, but that's what I'm getting, so I'm going to go ahead and just say it. Before we move on to wrapping up the reading, I just have a couple quick announcements. I've added a new class, a new spiritual painting class, and it's the Hamza class. You can create a Hamza, something like this. Yours will probably look different with different decorations. But it's not just we're going to paint a Hamza. There's several layers. We get into palmistry, we do astrology. There's all these layers underneath this paint, and it's layers of paint and consciousness. And it's really a spiritual growth class, just as much, if not even more, than it is a painting class, although there are painting tips. So I've done a few of them, and people are really, I'm getting a lot of great feedback from it. If you think that might interest you, please check that out on my website. And speaking of the paintings that I've been doing, I decided to put some of them like on these journals, and they are available in the form of blank journals or blank sketchbooks that you can use. So they're very affordable, and to support independent creators like myself. If you are interested in that, you can also find that information below. Alright, so I'm going to do 3 more cards for our Patreon peeps, and also if you're interested in that, all the information's below. If you want to get the solstice reading, you want to get, buy my decks, my books, whatever, supporting the independent artists the way that you do is very much appreciated. Oh, so much. Not only for me, but for all independent creators. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button. Have the great month of May, and we'll talk to you soon. The merry, merry month of May. They're playing me out with that song. In the merry, merry month of May. Bye, Virgos.